Racing soul. In the world of racing, there is a passionate young man named Ryan. His love for speed is like a moth flying into a flame, intense and pure. Since he was a child, whenever he heard the roar of an engine, he felt an excitement, an urge that he could hardly control. Ryan was only 16 when he first set foot in a racetrack. He got in with the help of a distant relative who worked there. In that moment, it felt like he had stepped into a whole new world. The roar of engines, the sharp screech of tires, and the strong smell of gasoline and burnt rubber filled the air. It was like magic. It instantly lit up the fire of passion that had been hiding deep inside him. His eyes followed the race cars as they sped around the track, watching them draw beautiful curves at the turns. The focused looks on the drivers' faces and their smooth, perfect moves completely pulled him in, and he could not tear himself away. From then on, Ryan started his crazy journey into the world of racing. He took part-time jobs after school and saved every penny to buy expensive racing magazines. He read every word hungrily, studying the complex designs, great performance, and amazing driving skills of legendary racers. He also often sneaked into the pit area at the track, helping the mechanics by handing them tools and doing small tasks. He loved every bit of it. Only there could he get close to the race cars he dreamed about and hear the mechanics explain how the cars worked and how they were finely tuned. As Ryan learned more about racing, a big dream slowly grew in his heart. He wanted to become a top racing driver. But for a kid from an ordinary family, this was a very difficult path full of challenges. The cost of racing was huge. From buying a decent car to modifying it, maintaining it regularly, and paying for race entry fees and travel expenses, all of it felt like tall mountains standing in his way, ready to crush his dream completely. But this only made Ryan more determined. He and a few friends who also loved racing formed a small team. They decided to go all in for their dream. They visited one auto parts shop after another, and one modification shop after another. With passion in their hearts and a firm look in their eyes, they told the shop owners about their dream and their detailed plan, hoping to get even a little support. They faced many cold stares and rejections along the way, but the fire of belief in their hearts never went out. Finally, their hard work paid off. A small auto modification shop was moved by their passion and persistence. The shop agreed to give them some technical support and some modified parts. Ryan and his teammates were overjoyed. They immediately threw themselves into the work of modifying their race car. It was a second-hand sports car. Although it was a bit old and showed signs of wear, in Ryan's eyes, it was like a hidden gem waiting to shine the first big step toward their racing dream. They spent a huge amount of time and energy carefully modifying and testing the engine, suspension, brakes, and other key systems of the car. When the modified car was finally finished and Ryan took it out on the track for the first time, he felt like he was in heaven. He sat in the driver's seat, gripping the steering wheel tightly, as if shaking hands with a close friend. He could clearly feel the car's strong power slowly building up under his feet, like a sleeping beast about to wake up. He gently pressed the gas pedal, and the car shot forward like an arrow. The speed kept increasing. The wind roared past his ears like an angry animal, and his heart pounded so fast it felt like it would jump out of his chest. At the corners, he focused completely, turning the wheel carefully. He paid close attention to how the tires gripped the road, and using everything he had learned and practiced in his mind many times, he tried to keep the car on the perfect racing line, like an elegant dancer gliding on ice. However, their racing journey was never going to be smooth. In their very first race, problems came one after another. Their car still had a big gap in performance compared to the top cars from professional teams. On top of that, they lacked real racing experience, so they ran into many unexpected situations during the race. Not long after the race started, Ryan's teammate had to drop out because his car suddenly broke down. Ryan himself also made a risky move to overtake another car, but it went wrong. He had a small collision with another car, which damaged his suspension system. His speed dropped immediately, like a wounded bird that had lost its former lightness and agility. Even though they didn't get the result they wanted in the end, Ryan and his team did not give up. They carefully analyzed every problem that came up during the race and made greater improvements and optimizations to their car. They also watched the race footage over and over, studying other great driver skills and strategies like they were precious treasures. They kept thinking back, learning from their mistakes, and working hard to become better drivers. In the days that followed, they entered more races. Although every race was still full of difficulties and challenges, their results kept improving step by step. At first, they always finished last, left far behind by other teams. But later, they slowly moved up to the middle of the pack and started having close battles with teams of similar skill. Every small step forward felt like a ray of light in the darkness. It excited them and encouraged them greatly, and it made them even more determined to keep going. In an important regional race, Ryan and his team got a perfect chance to prove themselves. On race day, the track was surrounded by excited fans. Cheers and shouts filled the air. The atmosphere was electric and tense, like a big carnival. Ryan and his teammates arrived at the track early, like soldiers about to head into battle. They did one final full check and fine-tuned the car, making sure not to miss any detail that could affect the result. When the starting lights went on, Ryan took a deep breath and shot forward like an angry bull. During the race, Ryan focused completely on controlling his car and had a thrilling battle with other drivers. In one corner, he made a bold overtake. With sharp observation and quick decision-making, he saw the perfect moment, used his car's speed and great handling, and shot past his opponent from the inside like a flash of lightning. The crowd burst into cheers and applause, which echoed like thunder across the track. As the race went on, Ryan found his best rhythm. The car felt like an extension of his own body, smooth, responsive, and powerful. However, in the second half of the race, a new challenge appeared. Ryan's engine started overheating for some reason, and the power slowly dropped, like a tired athlete losing his energy. Ryan felt a moment of panic, but he knew he could not give up, not even with the smallest hope left. He quickly adjusted his driving style. Using his experience and calm mind, he tried to reduce the strain on the engine. At the same time, he used the car's momentum and his excellent cornering skills to keep up his speed, like a dancer walking along the edge of a cliff, careful but still graceful. As their fame in the racing world slowly grew, some bigger sponsors started to notice this team full of potential and passion. These sponsors reached out to them, offering more money and advanced technical support. This gave a huge boost to their racing career. Their car got further upgrades and improvements in every way. They now had the chance to take part in higher-level national races, competing against more top drivers and showing their skills on a bigger stage. In the national races, the level of competition was far beyond what they had imagined. Every driver was like a master with incredible skills and tons of experience. Every race felt like a life-or-death battle, thrilling and intense. But Ryan and his team did not back down. They treated every race as a precious chance to learn. They kept studying their opponent's strengths, fixing their own weaknesses, pushing themselves, and breaking their own limits. They worked hard to hold their ground on this stage, full of talented drivers, and shine with their own light. Today, Ryan is still moving forward firmly on his path to chase his racing dream. Racing has become an essential part of his life. It is not just a tool for him to reach his speed dream, but also a sacred stage for him to challenge and surpass himself. He knows that on this road full of hardships and challenges, countless difficulties and setbacks still lie ahead. But the fire of belief in his heart burns on and will never go out. He believes that as long as he keeps going and never gives up, he will achieve his ultimate dream to become a world-famous top racing driver and leave his own brilliant mark in the history of racing.